Hello and welcome to ABC News. I'm Ros Childs. Federal and state police believe they've smashed a major online paedophile network in Australia. Operation Ask Tone has identified 46 children between the ages of 16 months and 15 years who've allegedly been abused. 14 men have so far been arrested in New South Wales, Queensland and in Western Australia. Crime reporter Mark Reddy joins us now from Sydney. Mark, how did these arrests come about?
Well, Ros, this operation began back in February and has spanned 9 months. This all began from tip-offs from Asia, North America and Europe, and the Australian Federal Police teamed up with New South Wales, Queensland and West Australian Police to arrest 14 men, including 8 here in New South Wales, 3 in Queensland and 3 in Western Australia, charging them with 828 child exploitation and bestiality offences. Now, these men are aged between 20 and 48. The 46 victims, the youngest is just 16 months, the oldest is 15 years old. Now, it's alleged that these men used their positions of power through their employers to gain access to children. Some of the men worked as a soccer coach, a volunteer soccer coach, a childcare worker, a chef and a disability support worker. So some very disturbing allegations. What we also know is that it's alleged that these men produced and made child abuse material, videos and photos that were posted on social media forums and shared right across the world. We also know that 3 men were arrested in the United States, Pennsylvania, Connecticut and Colorado. Now, the parents of these children are said to be extremely distressed. We know that police are offering them counselling. Let's take a listen to what police had to say.
No child should be subjected to abuse and violence from the people they trust, whether that's a family member, a childcare worker or a soccer coach. Sadly and heartbreakingly, this has been the case for the victims of Operation Arkstone.
Mark, the allegations are of course distressing. Some of these offences relate to 16 children from one childcare centre.
Yeah, that's right, Ros. This childcare centre is located on the New South Wales mid-north coast near Port Macquarie. What we know is that 27-year-old former childcare worker Timothy Doyle, he is accused of gaining access to 30 children, 16 of which went to that childcare centre, and it's alleged that he abused some of these children but also made child abuse material. He is facing 303 charges, which is almost half of the 828 charges. We also know his partner, 27-year-old Stephen Garrard, he's also facing 189 charges. Now, that childcare centre we can't identify for legal reasons, but I'm told that those investigations are continuing.
So what happens now, Mark?
Yeah, well, many of these men are behind bars, including that couple from the New South Wales mid-north coast. We also know, as of a few days ago, Seaforth man, 27-year-old Jake Caldwell, he's a chef. He is facing 4 child abuse offences. 30-year-old Wyong man, Justin Radford, he's a former Channel 9 worker and he's facing 89 offences. Many of these men are now behind bars and have subsequent court appearances coming up. Of course, the big question on people's minds today was because of the fact that this childcare centre is in the mid-north coast. It's quite near Kendall, where people would know that William Tyrrell vanished from in September 2014. Now, I'm told by these investigators that this alleged child abuse pedophile ring is no way linked to the disappearance of William